Hey guys, what's up? This is Kim, a software engineer in Japan, and yeah, welcome back to another vlog. So today, I kinda went back to my main side project again, my microservices project, and yeah, today was one of those days where I didn't do something super flashy, but I feel like I made the foundation a lot better. So, what I did today was mainly structuring all my services together. I was working on Docker Compose. At first, I was like, wait, how should I even organize this? Because each service was kind of running independently before, and I had to start them one by one, check logs separately, and honestly it was a bit annoying. So I was thinking like there must be a better way to manage all of this together. And yeah, that's when I decided to properly set up Docker Compose. So now all my services are defined in one place: front end, back end, recommendation services, and also etc. Everything. And I was like, this already feels cleaner. And then I also created makefile commands. This part was actually kind of fun because before I had to type long Docker commands like every time, and I was like, why am I doing this every time? This is so inefficient. So I made commands like, simple ones like make up, make down, and I was kind of thinking this is actually what really developers do, right? Like making their own commands to simplify things. And yeah, it just felt nice. It's not a big feature or anything, but it makes my daily workflow smoother. And then the main thing I worked on today was health checks. I added health check endpoints to all my services, so like Next.js frontend, Python Fast API service, and Go backends. And I was like, okay, now everything can report if it's alive or not. And then I created another make command called something like make health. So with one command, I can check all services. And honestly, I really like this, but I was like, oh, this is cool. This feels like a real system. But yeah, of course, it didn't go smoothly. There was one issue. Actually, only one service wasn't healthy, and yeah, it was my one of core service. I was like, with only this one, like everything else was fine, but only one Go service was failing. So I checked the logs and I saw one error related to PostgreSQL, something like missing entry or something about a table. And I was like, wait, what does this even mean? At first, I thought, in my database broken, or like, did I forget to run migrations? I didn't really understand. So yeah, I started checking step by step. First, I checked the database, then I checked my Go code, then I checked the database connection logic, and I was kind of going back and forth, like, maybe here, or no, maybe here. And then I realized something. It was actually a very simple mistake. Like, simple, really simple. So, in my database, the table name is videos with S, but in my Go struct, I named it video singular, and I'm using GORM, GORM, so I kind of assumed it would handle it. But when I wrote raw SQL, I wrote something like video.id, and I was like, oh, this is wrong. That moment was kind of funny. I was like, seriously, this is a problem? But yeah, this was the issue, just naming. And I was thinking like, when I use raw SQL, I have to be really careful with exact names, like whether it's plural or not, it matters. But when I use GORM, it kind of handles pluralization automatically sometimes. So I was like, this is kind of confusing. Like, depending on how I write the query, the rule changes a bit. So yeah, I didn't really understand it first, but now I kind of get it. At least I learned that I need to be consistent with naming, and also I shouldn't just assume that ORM will fix everything. After fixing that, I ran the hearse commands again, and everything turned green, and I was like, let's go. That felt really good. So yeah, today wasn't like building a new feature or anything, but I feel like I made the system more solid, like easier to run, easier to manage, easier to check, and I kind of enjoy these kinds of days, just improving the environment. I just was thinking like, yeah, this is actually the fun part of being engineer, like not just coding feature, but making your own tools, your own workflow, and making things smoother for myself. So yeah, overall, it was a good day. Not super exciting, but kind of satisfying. For tomorrow, I think I want to keep going with this project. Maybe improve the Docker setup a bit more, or start thinking about deployment, or just constructing with Kubernetes. Also, I mentioned Kubernetes before, but honestly, I still don't really understand it. So, yeah, maybe I'll start running that slowly from today, I think. So, yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.